My opponent for this game is going to be Blur with 2,457 points, 499 wins, and 418 losses. And here we go. I am PsyStarcraft, and we've got a 1 versus 1 on Blistering Sands. My opponent, once again, is Blur as the blue Terran in the bottom left. And I am Psy as the red Zerg in the top right. Unfortunately, this was a ladder game, so I didn't get to pick my true green, which I love so much. Blur, a very strong player. He is a Terran player, obviously, and already a grammar mistake. You're the caster. I do not own the caster, right? Okay, it's Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. I'll even let you get away without the apostrophe just because that kind of punctuation is a little bit too excessive for online typing. I prefer to add the apostrophe, but yeah, and a word from him and a word from me. No spectacular openings going in 9. Overlord. Blur is blocking off of that supply depot. Of course, Terran have to get that supply depot first now. They can't go racks first. They can go... Whoa, that's not the right key. Holy cow, I just like rewinded or something. I tried to press B to bring up the structures. They can go engineering bay first, and a lot of times they'll actually place an engineering bay right here. Not completely complete it, and then cancel it when it's about to die. That will deny a Zerg's expansion. And let's see. Okay, so he's replaced the correct your with the your now, and he's actually giving me a compliment. So very cool. Likes the Zerg replays a little more than HDs, I guess. Josh, what the fuck is there to do in this godforsaken game? There's tons of stuff, Joshua Smith. I don't know who you are. Somehow you finagled your way onto my friends list. Good use of finagled, Psy. Thank you. And yeah. So, Blur, fan of my videos, hopefully I can take him out, otherwise he'll be like, oh my god, dude, cast it. But I am casting it, so maybe I did take him out, I don't know, we'll see. Oh, and a somewhat Makarax. Maka Prime is the player in GSL, and a lot of times he would like hide Raxes close to his expansions, just because he didn't want to proxy all in or anything like that, but he wanted to hide that second Rax. Now this is a little different than a Makarax. This drone is actually running away. I'm trying to do some scouting. I see there is no gas whatsoever. But anyway, this is a lot closer. So he's going to be doing more of an all-in build, probably some bunker play with mass marines. So seeing this, I do not get extra drones. I chose to throw down my spawning pool a little bit faster. A lot of times I'll cheat after I throw down the hatchery and get like 1 or 2 drones. But this time I think I got my pool faster. And I'm going to have to be pumping out a lot of lings because I am assuming he has a second barracks somewhere on the map. I am seeing this SCV throw down that supply depot, or that bunker, and pause for a moment. It's already halfway done, and my 3 drones are just now getting there. Once I saw that he had no gas whatsoever, I should have had 2 or 3 drones down here just ready to stop any bunker play. But, you know, hopefully it won't cost me the game here. I am wailing away at both these SCVs, but it looks like this bunker will finish. Just not enough damage going down, and there it goes. 2 Marines already out. The first one from his main Rex, and then this proxy Rex allows him a very quick reinforcement with that second Marine. He is now bunkered up. Gonna try to block off my ramp. Gotta run this Overlord away. He can actually unload those Marines and pick off that Overlord. So already a miscue on my part. I am producing 8 Zerglings. But keep in mind, while it's not looking too good for me right now, if you look at the harvest account, he's only at 16. He has to cut a lot of SCVs to do this. A couple lings are out, actually managing to pick off a SCV down here. And the bad part is I wasn't able to cancel this hatchery. This queen isn't going to do anything, so I really need to cancel her. There we go. I do cancel that queen. Back to production. And right now, you know, I can't bust this with Zerglings. It is a full wall off. These lings are pretty much useless, so I go in and try to snipe that SCV, and I do. And he is just churning out Marines. 3 racks, still only on 15 harvesters now because I actually killed one. And another huge mistake. I have both my hatcheries hotkeyed to 4, so I'm pressing 4 SV for Overlords, but it's choosing my expansion hatchery. So I'm actually producing Overlords at my expansion, and they're just popping out and getting picked off, and that's really not looking good for me. It's kind of cool how he has those supply depots on the creep like that. And he's producing 2 more Raxes at his at the choke there. So he's now got 4 barracks. I'm throwing down a Roach Horn just because I have to deal with this kind of wall off. I can't bust it with Zerglings. I am trying to remove these rocks so I can go in and maybe counterattack. But he's moving up with some Marines. Spinecrawler going down. Lots of Marines. I only have a few lings out here, but my Roaches are going to be done soon. He's going to kill another Overlord. Oh, there goes that Overlord trying to bunker up right next to the creep. That spine does not get canceled. So just think of all these mistakes I'm making, man. They are just like stacking up. 2 roaches come out, wings, roaches, drones all going in. Drones soaking up the damage while the roaches deal the damage, pulling the drones back because I recognize that my roaches can kill these marines. So, you know, a lot of times you will have to attack with drones, but if you stop attacking with the drones, the marines will not focus the drones unless the player tells them to. So that's exactly what I did. I ran the drones back, didn't want to lose any more. And it's now 13 to 17, so not in the best of position. I do have some roaches which are fairly good against marines. Pretty good. It really depends on the situation, stim pack, that kind of stuff, positioning. And now I'm going to try to bust this supply depot wall, and if he gets too eager with the marines, I'm going to try to pick off some marines as well. And if we look at production, he is continuing to mass just only marines. Now he's getting a couple SCVs up to 16 supply, and I'm going to try to just mass roaches and force my way through here. Still, just only marines from Blur. He could probably even cancel that bunker. No, actually, he should keep that bunker there. That probably is a good position to run back to. And see, I'm just dancing back and forth, trying to pick it off. He is repairing with SCVs. Oh, and keep in mind, he has 17 SCVs, but a lot of them were at the front line, so you can't really rely on that number too heavily. Here come the marines. I don't have enough roaches. Get back, Overlord. What are you doing? Oh my god, that's not good at all. Oh, there we go. More roaches coming. Oh, don't know why I didn't pick off that marine. Oh, he does die into an acidic death. And if we look at the main here, he's just now getting a gas. Nothing new happening. Still just running off these proxy buildings. Supply depots. If I could kill that supply depot, I'd actually supply block him. So lots of dancing going on. But he's hitting kind of a critical point where, I mean, he's going to be able to outmass my roaches with his marines. So this is where I choose in a moment to get a baneling's nest. And if I can land just one baneling like inside of those marines, that would be huge for me. He is smartly moving back. That is a pretty heavy number of roaches. And now he's going to focus fire these roaches. Notice how he's focusing one at a time initially. Now he realizes he cannot fight this. He has to back off. I even have a transfusion on my queen. I should probably transfuse this roach right here. Once again, stopping any further push-up from him, he does cancel that bunker. And still, it's fairly even. The army count, I have a slight advantage on the resource count of the armies. And in the harvester count, I'm only down by 1. And does he have any SCVs? No, he does not have any SCVs on the front line anymore. And I am going to try to bust out one supply depot down. Don't want to engage these marines at the bunker. That would be a very bad idea. Looks like I'm not sure whether or not I want to. 3 roaches are extremely weak, so that's not good. They die so fast. And a second gas going down as well, and you'll see that the reason I'm getting the second gas is because I'm going to try to switch into a baneling roach army, and that's going to be extremely heavy on gas. No, I will not fight you, you lost, even though your name sounds like a Viking. So we're at kind of a standstill. He's continuing to pump marines. Now he's switching up to marauders, so very smart. That's why he got that geyser, so we could start getting marauders. 2 more racks going down in his main, so he's now at 6 racks. Yeah, 6 racks. I think the reason he is producing 2 more in his main isn't because he can necessarily fund it, because he can't, but because he expects that this little fortification here might go down to these roaches. And we'll see if that's the case in just a second here. Spreading creep down here. Give my roaches all the chances they can get. Still no baneling nest, and this is surprising. I mean, even if, you know, he can snipe the banelings, while I'm running my banelings toward his marines, my roaches can get a lot of shots in. So a lot of times, banelings are good for pushing positions if they just, even if they can't like connect with the unit they want to kill. There's the baneling nest and the lair going up as well. Am I powering drones yet? Looks like I'm mixing roaches and drones at this point. Couple roaches, couple drones, and he's still got a nice infantry army. And once he mixes in a lot of marauders with these marines, it's going to be very difficult for these roaches to do a lot. I am getting speed, however, that'll make him a little more effective. And with that 4 range, marauders don't counter roaches as much as they used to, but they are still very cost effective. Baneling nest almost complete. I am supply capping myself a little bit, 65 out of 66. Don't want to fight there. I want to lure him up this choke and then get a nice little concave right here. That would be ideal, and that's why he's not pushing up, is because he is afraid of just that concave. But it looks like he might be going for it. Actually, he has a huge number of marines. Really need these banelings. They are popping out, but it looks like it's a little too late. I should have just delayed it, ran back, and let these banelings pop out, but hopefully a couple of them will get in there anyway. Halfway done. Is he going to focus down the banelings? Yes, he focuses 1, 2, 3 banelings going down, and these roaches aren't doing too bad despite those banelings dying. Dwindled down his marine army, but it's just too much. I do GG. and leave. So many mistakes. Let me just discuss them for a second here. First off, bringing 2 or 3 drones down here when I realized he wasn't getting gas and he was probably using a proxy Rex would have been great, would have denied this initial bunker in the first place. Second, producing so many overlords from this hatchery and just getting them picked off just because I wasn't paying attention to where I was trading the overlords. Third, I probably should have just backed off when he was pushing just now and made the banelings back here. Banelings on creep are faster than Marines and Marauders. He does not have stim because he wasn't heavy on the gas at all. And I really think I could have won this game. It wasn't looking good the entire time, but you know, I was still in it. I could have canceled the glial reconstruction, especially because I knew I wouldn't get it done by the time this push ended, and tried to funnel out some more roaches, but you learned. So very cool play by Blur. He deserved this win. Not the best play by me, but hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.